Hi everybody, this is Suresh from Mind is a Monkey. But unlike my more recent videos, this one is not related to diecast. This is one of my gaming slash comic books slash artwork kind of a video. So I've been having this in my hand for like close to couple weeks now. I've been wanting to do an unboxing of this particular piece. So what is this? This is the PS5 release of Mike Mignola's Hellboy Web of Wyrd. And this is supposed to be the collector's edition. So this I think this game has been out for like almost, I'm gonna say, an year, right? It's somewhere between like 9 and 12 months, right? So that's why I'm sticking with almost an year. But the thing is, I think this, when it was released on May 24th in the United States for the PlayStation 5, right? So at least in the United States, the initial retailer with whom you could get this was Best Buy. I'm not sure if it changed now, but you know, the best part of this is the art of Hellboy Web of Wyrd features 112 pages of explosive concept art, giving you an inside look at the game's creation. So, you know, I mean, we know Mike Mignola has been heavily involved in the art, and Mike Mignola has a huge fan base. Mike Mignola is the acclaimed creator of Hellboy, and before Hellboy, he has had the reputation of working in both the comic giant houses, right? He has worked. He has done several acclaimed covers for DC Comics and Marvel, right? And ever since you know, he started Hellboy like 30 years ago. Can you believe it? It's the 30th anniversary of Hellboy this year. Right, so Dark Horse Direct has actually lined up a lot of you know, collectible items in order to commemorate the 30th anniversary of Hellboy. So last year, you know, this game came into being. And I think it was released probably on a different gaming console. I'm not sure. It was released on a different platform. I'm going to say Nintendo, but I'm not sure. But you know, I mean, this is what got me hyped up. I have a PS5 at my home, so you know, when I saw that there's a PS5 release of Hellboy Web of Wyrd, I definitely said, wow. I mean, we should totally check this game out, right? And you know, the biggest motivation for me was that in addition to the game, so let's check out the game here. It's a roguelike action brawler with an original story created in partnership with Dark Horse Comics and Hellboy creator Mike Mignola. When an agent of the BPRD goes missing, Hellboy is sent to investigate, pulling him into the depths of the weird, right? So the art of Hellboy is 112 pages of explosive concept art. I said, stop there and take my money, right? So I've been having this for like about a couple of weeks. I've been wanting to do unboxing. So let me open this one up, all right? I'm hoping to get my, you know, I'm hoping to get my opportunity in playing this game pretty soon. But, you know, today's video is not going to be mainly about the game. Yeah, we'll just like briefly touch upon it. So there we have it, Hellboy Web of Wyrd. This was also kind of like an art print that was that Mignola gave away fans in the last San Diego Comic-Con, right? So you know, so Mignola was giving away this art print. It was pretty cool. You know, collectors were going crazy. So I'm really excited to check this game out. Wow, yeah. Okay, awesome. So let's set that aside, and I really wanted to check out this book because, you know, this is the book that basically explains the art behind the game, right? So, you know, this is classic Mignola, right? So Mignola's art has always had that, you know, it always has that classic signature where he lets light play tricks on the imagery, right? So there's always like a brightly illuminated part of the subject, and you know, he uses the darker side or the less illuminated side to kind of like add all those contrasts, like you see here, even in Hellboy, right? So he's well lit from this side, but all the shadow and everything kind of like greatly accents the image. And this is like Hellboy's class. This is like Mike Mignola's classic genius signature, right? I have come to appreciate his artwork so much that these days I could just like look at a certain sketch and say that it's Mignola, right? So without further delay, let's jump into this book, The Art of Mike Mignola's Hellboy Web of Wyrd. Wow. Okay, so that is Hellboy's Seed of Destruction anniversary cover, I'm gonna say. Yeah. So Web of Wyrd. Table of contents about Hellboy, characters, world elements, environments, and credits. So there's Big Red. So basically there's like a character description of Hellboy, and that is just a classic pencil sketch of Mignola, right? Wow. And it says for Lance. Oh, so Lance. Okay. So this gentleman is, you may remember him from John Wick. Yeah, he's the concierge at the Continental. So this gentleman was involved in the production of this game. I think he was one of the voice artists of this game, but unfortunately, midway, Lance passed away very suddenly. So that kind of like, fell as a very dark curtain over the production, but they kind of like, went ahead. This is a really nice, touch by Mike Mignola, where he kind of like created this as a dedication for Lance. Wow, that's such a, genius touch of Mike Mignola. Awesome. All right, so Hellboy Web of Wyrd tells us an original story developed by Upstream Arcade in partnership with Dark Horse Comics and comics creator Mike Mignola. Wow, classic Hellboy sketches right there. And this collectors may recognize that this is Year of Monsters cover variation that came out in Hellboy. Hellboy in Hell specifically. So there's a certain agent that goes missing, and Hellboy is going on a series of vastly different and wholly unique adventures, right? So what is Hellboy? So there's a section that kind of like gives a little character history about Hellboy. So it says, what is Hellboy? So it is a Hellboy is this comic and everything, and then the Hellboy universe now spans over 80 books. So more details there. We have Nimue, the Raven Queen, the Queen of Blood, and then who is Hellboy? Character description, right? Lots of artwork by Mike Mignola. So most of these artworks, I recognize them from the covers of either BPRD books or like omnibus or trade paperback editions of Hellboy, right? So beautiful, beautiful covers. Wow, these are like the Hellboy omnibus editions, right? And this is Krampus, not characters. Okay, this is like a deep dive into the character imagery of the game, I guess. So we have all these different characters. These are like definitely, I think, notes by Mignola, I guess. So there's a monk, there's an angel, there's a skeleton, and there's a saint. So let me kind of zoom out a little so that you guys are able to check out the whole book, right? Very cool. Wow, check out that imagery. Odiana's beasts. I can barely sit in my chair right now. I just want to jump out of my seat and start playing the game right away. Vampire bats, beautiful character descriptions, and I mean, this is typically a part of pretty much every Hellboy trade paperback, right? So there's always like a sketchbook section, right, where they show the various designs that were considered for a certain character development and what they settled with and things like that. So that is pretty much what we are seeing here, right? So very cool, very cool. And then we proceed to a section, Verdandi, and we proceed to a section called World Elements. Yeah, we proceed to a section called World Elements. Here we have Hellboy, and he's actually handling Mjolnir. It is the legendary weapon of Thor. So this is, from a book called Bones of Giants. So that was written by Christopher Golden, and it was illustrated by Mike Mignola. So this one happens to be either the front cover or the back cover of Bones of Giants. Bones of Giants was released last year or probably the year before that, again as a comic version. So this the original release of Bones of Giants is more of like a chapter-based novel kind of a version, right? Not the exact comics. That's why it was lightly illustrated by Mignola. World Elements. So we see a lot of like all these staffs and everything, machinery. Captured Shakti, it says. I wonder what they are meaning by that, because Shakti is the Hindu goddess of power, right? The name literally translates to energy. That's what Shakti means. Normal, weird, distance, close up. So outlines of buildings made of weird. So I'm thinking weird is some kind of like an ethereal material, right? That is kind of like, occupying or encompassing all the elements in the game. Weird with parts of the structure inside. Yeah. So I'm not sure if that's also kind of like looks destructive, because as you can see, it's just beginning to collapse the structure that it's like consuming, right? All right, so lots of nice details in this. So all in all, definitely I'm pumped about having added this collection, this collector's edition of the game that came with this 112 page print of the art of the game. So I am really excited. Wow. So this is how the gaming screen is going to be. So this is most likely like Hellboy's power, his health and stuff like that, so wow, this is very nice. I'm really excited to check this game out. Nice. So this is Hellboy's legendary right hand of doom. So it's a very it's part of a very ancient force. So there's a credit section, and wow, Hellboy is kapowing a certain demon there. Wow, I'm really glad I've been able to add this to my collection of Mike Mignola's Hellboy. So I hope you like the content. I'm hoping to cover more Mignola material in some of my future videos. So do check back for updates. So till I meet you guys next time, this is Suresh signing off. Rock on and stay awesome. Bye, you guys.